Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen with me, King's Ransom. So, I'm going to take a quick detour. We're going to go through another set of kind of side questy sort of stuff in this video. So, if you want more critical path things, move along. That's okay. I won't mind. I won't be offended. We do have some quests and stuff that we're going to do here. It's going to be fun. I'm back in Cassardis. I've upgraded my equipment a little bit since the last time you saw me. I'm still playing as a Strider, though. I think I've upgraded my skills slightly. I like Skull Splitter is the upgraded version of Helm Split. The big change, though, is I have Lucy temporarily switched over to be the advanced mage, the sorcerer class. And I want her to level up a little bit in this class, just a little bit for now. Mostly to increase her rank so that we can get a couple of useful augments early on. She already has one that reduces magic damage, so that's pretty handy. And we're going to focus on that sort of thing a little bit here going forward. That's generally the idea of this video, is I just want to get a couple ranks of this class for her. So here we go. I'm going to look at the quest board. There are a few new quests here. A new escort quest to take Kina to the Prayer Falls, which is interesting. And then there's just another generic, regular, boring quest here. Defeat 3 golems across Grand Sis. So I'm going to grab that because why not? There's no reason not to grab it. But this innkeeper here also is actually going to have a quest for us.
Good Fisher. I have a favour to ask if you've the time to listen.
So we're going to go ahead and listen to what his request is.
I knew I could rely on you. Truth be told, the crime has already come.
Right, so there's a thief in town here. They've hit a couple of different areas. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't really matter. We need to go talk to the other 2 people that have been hit by the thief. So we're going to find them. They're just going to be right around here in town. It's the grocer and the other shopkeeper. Although it looks like our grocer friend is not here, which means I'm going to help myself to a couple of carrots and pumpkins. Thank you very much.
Appears this grocer is responsible for much of the village's provisions.
And some greenwarish. We'll find him in a moment then, I guess.
Aye, there's a thief about, and I've the missing wares to prove it. I even chanced to see the rat scurrying off after he'd lightened my stores. Quick as a flash he was. I'd have been impressed had I not been so angry.
So that's one person that we need to talk to, and then to find the other one, just to make this a little easier. Oops. An uninvited guest. I'm going to select the quest, and I guess maybe it's not going to point us to the grocer? I thought it would. Also, I seem to recall, yeah, I think he has some money hidden here. Just a tiny little bit. Not anything spectacular, but every little bit matters in this game.
What's that? What's this?
Oh, my idiot pawns are going to be filling up a bunch of their empty flasks. I bought a bunch of empty flasks so that I can run back and fill them up at the healing spring, and then I forgot to do that. I will take care of that off camera, though. Yes, let's find the grocer and the apothecary. Do you know where they are?
Take to their homes.
You are not helpful. Alright, well, I'm going to run around and find this guy. I'll be back as soon as I know where he is. Alright, I'm back. I found him. I wandered away for a little bit, killed some rabbits, and then came back and here he is. So, hooray!
I believe such villainy could be found in Cassardis. The scoundrel.
I'm going to skip through this pretty quick. The guy stole from him. That stuff doesn't really matter. We're going to come back here and talk to Pablos.
Ready, are you? Then I'll explain. He's fearsome.
He's going to explain our actual mission here.
The village as he goes about his business. When the thief arrives, you'll give chase, good Fisher. And we'll have those pawns of yours keep watch outside the village. With luck, you'll catch him with ease, and before he can pinch any more of our wares. Well, questions, cousin?
So we'll be doing that. That's a quest that we're going to do. I also would like to do this quest over here. Talk to this guy who's been guarding the well, or whatever he's been doing over here.
I'll make no excuse, cousin. I hid in the well for fear of the dragon. Let me tell you this. You'd be wise to keep your distance from that pit. I was too craven to venture far. And lucky thing, a queer growl echoed back with the sound of water from further in. There's aught down there. Mark my words. I could feel it, I could. You'll not see me going back down there to find out what... What? You mean to go down there? You're a right hero. Here, if you're set on going, take this with you. It should have some use to it left. I'll not soon forget your bravery, cousin. Pray, just come back alive.
Okay, and he gives us a lantern. Of course he does. We have a bunch of lanterns. I'll give my half-full lantern to Magnus, my warrior there. And he can have a flask. Oh, he has a flask of oil. Okay, we're good. So yeah, we're going to go check out this well. And I think there's going to be creatures down here for us to fight, so that's why I'm going to do this first. And I'm not afraid of whatever might be in a well in the fishing village here. So we got 2 pawns with lanterns, so I'm not going to worry too much about... I will get some extra oil, though. I'm not going to worry too much about having my own lantern. There's going to be a lot of water here, so lights are going to be going out somewhat frequently. And yeah, so we're just going to explore the well here, which is actually a pretty big, nasty cave. And I'm immediately going to change my mind and decide to equip my lantern, because I forgot just how dark it is in caves, apparently. I don't think there's going to be a lot of super useful items in here. That's not going to... Oh, rats! Hello!
Searching in this area now. This looks interesting.
What's this?
So these rats will drop some meat for us. There's going to be some mushrooms here as well. Yeah, so we're just going to explore the well a little bit. And I'm heavily encumbered. All of my party is fairly heavily encumbered. We all have some poisonous mushrooms. That's exciting. There's some bats. We all have a lot of flasks. I did fill those up as well off screen briefly. So we have some flasks of spring water. There we go. Not just regular flasks. We have flasks of water. Magical Curie water that will heal us, which is awesome. Ah, there's a chest here. So other than we need to clear out whatever's making noises in here, I don't have any real, like, goal or... Oh, man. Oh, a snake! Awesome, we need to kill snakes. That's a quest of ours. Oh, my lantern's going to go out, but there's an item down there that I would like to get. In the chest. Yeah, leather cat. Oh, also, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I have a double jump. That's a rogue skill that I acquired. Alright, well, our lantern went out, so that means good old unequip, re-equip trick. Going to just take a moment here. Have to go through all the animation before you can unequip it and re-equip it. I'm going to optimize my inventory so that it's moved to the front. Speed things up a little bit if I can. Awesome. So we do need to kill a bunch of these bats and some of those snakes. We have missions for both. So that is exciting that we're going to be encountering them in here. However, I suspect that bats and large rats and snakes are not exactly what was freaking out that soldier there.
An animal carcass. Victim of a monster, looks like.
And my pawns are going to be commenting on it.
Be sure we carry an ample store of oil.
And there we could hear kind of a roar off in the distance. Is there anything up here?
What's this?
A potion, not bad. And more rats.
Meet the same end.
This looks interesting.
Let's see what items we can get here. It looks like just lots of empty flasks. That seems to be the most common item that we're finding in here. Ah! So there are Saurians down there, and yes, that is the nasty enemy type that the soldier was afraid of. Also, there's going to be some new herbs and new items that we can pick up down here. We can mine a little bit over there. There was a rock wall thing. Oh yeah, of course. I get wet because I stepped in the falling water. Oh, I have fire daggers. I don't know if I mentioned that. They are pretty awesome. We're going to go ahead and kill a bunch of these Saurians before really, like, mining or hunting for items too much. Oh, there we go. The one problem with this dash attack is sometimes if there's a lot of enemies in the area, it doesn't necessarily know like which enemies to lock onto and attack, so it'll kind of have me dash around and not really hit anything, and that's what was happening to me right there. Alright, yeah, Saurians are not too terribly bad for us right now. We're doing well fighting them. Looks like there's fish over here. Just some small fish.
And your eels are cured. I'll serve as bait. Strike the tail.
Alright, can we... let's do one of these then. I'm gonna do... Maybe I'm not gonna hit him. There we go, that's what I wanted to hit him with.
What to do in this quest?
Cool, so we learned that there's Saurians, we defeated all the Saurians, and now I think we can just go back and tell him, hey, we defeated all the Saurians. Also, of course, Saurians' items are very, very heavy. So I am just completely overburdened. Carrying all these water flasks... Oh, and I have rabbit's pelts too, that's probably the other thing. Carrying around all these flasks of spring water, they are quite heavy. Empty flasks are also fairly heavy. I'd like to get below heavy, the heavy weight if I can. I got some mushrooms. Oh, I have a pumpkin. Pumpkin is very heavy. Just gonna shove a bunch of this nonsense over to my my warrior there. He can hold a lot of this stuff. Yeah, so they weigh about half a pound or half a unit each, and you can see each of my pawns has well, now they're gonna each have 43. So they have a lot. They can cure me quite a bit. And the empty flasks are not very expensive. They're very easy to acquire. It just takes time to fill them up with the spring water. Like, that's the only downside to using this as a curative. But they can heal me a lot, and they can heal themselves a lot. So we'll be good for quite a while with this setup here. I do want to come over here and mine. I don't know if this is going to be anything super rare. Oh yeah, that's something we haven't encountered before. Copper ore, that's pretty common. Yeah, the sand layer ore. Okay, cool. The problem with having multiple people mining at once is whoever mines, like whoever finishes the animation first, gets that item, and the other person will not get anything. And I think it's the same for everything, for gathering at all these little nodes. Fish, one of you guys can grab the fish, I don't care. And of course nobody does now that I walk away from it. More mining, and I'm going to have to move all this crap out of my inventory sooner or later. Okie dokie, not bad. Now let's get the lantern going again. Actually, I'm going to move these fish over to some of my party members. Oops, not tools. Materials. Oops, lantern, that's what I was going to do. There we go, and we can see again. Huzzah! Gonna grab all these flowers because I don't know that we're gonna be able to find other places to get them for quite a while. Or at all. They might only grow here. I have no idea. But in case we ever need them, it's gonna be good to load up on them. Now, I believe... yeah. Oh, more snakes! Sheesh. And a snakeskin, though. That's good.
What's that?
Lucy leveled, or she gained a... increased her rank in her vocation. There we go. Not quite a level up, but a good thing to have happen. Also, I've been poisoned. And since Lucy is a sorcerer instead of just a mage right now, that means... oh, and there's a chest up here. That means she does not have any curative magic. So she's not going to be able to cure my poison, and more importantly, she's not going to be able to cast a healing spell to restore my health. Now, I believe this is going to be locked, and I'm going to... ah, barred shut. We'll just break the bolt, now we can open it. So that's exciting. Smother sap. I'm not too terribly worried about my health situation, though, being poisoned. It's not going to be that bad, and we're going to be fighting some more, like, spiders and snakes and poisonous things here.
Let's have a look.
I'll take that.
Whew. Alright, and time to go nuts and loot this room that we're in now.
Interesting. Are you all right, Master? What's that?
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and cure that poison, I guess. I should have something, maybe? Yeah, Mithridate there. That will cure poison. So yeah, those snakes are kind of irritating when they poison you like that. Especially when you're in a situation like mine where you no longer have a dedicated character for healing. But that's why I got the water for everybody, because I know that we're going to not have a healer for a little while at least. I haven't really decided how long, and this, by the way, this door will take us back outside, I believe. But I'm not done exploring in here necessarily. I do believe that I was saying something and I don't remember what it was. Yep, it's gone. Well, if it's important, I am sure that it will come back to me. Now, I'm not going to step in the falling water, as you've seen a couple times now. If I go under that, as you would expect, I get drenched and my lantern goes out. I also need to be careful not to dig through the water, because that will also cause my lantern to go out when I get soaked from doing that. More Mithridate, awesome, that will cure poison. Should we run into any more snakes? And here's a whole bunch of herbs and plants and things. We've got some grapes. Look at all this stuff. This is fantastic.
I wonder what's inside.
And then there were some mushrooms there, it looks like. Healer's robe. Not a useful piece of armor. Oh, and somebody's mining back here. Ah. Now, if you stagger things correctly... Looks like Lucy's not going to mine anymore. You can actually stagger it so that one of you is doing the animation while the other one's kind of pausing. And then you'll both very quickly be able to mine a node like that. That didn't really work out that way, though. Alright, and now I'm very heavily encumbered, so now I do need to move all my garbage around between party members again. Yep, that's fairly heavy. Spider venom, fairly heavy. Gonna give the bangle to Lucy. Gonna give the robe to Lucy. We apparently have a hat that we picked up somewhere. Gonna give that to Lucy. So I guess other things went into my curatives here. Oh yeah, the grand grapes, those are fairly heavy. Alright, I'm just gonna have to deal with having a heavy... Oh, I'm not gonna deal with that, that's stupid. More spring water, let's give it to other people. They're now up to 45 bottles apiece. I'll probably give these big mushrooms and... where'd the big mushrooms go? There to give the big mushroom? I'll give the grand grapes to somebody else. They can go to my warrior there. Okay, fine with that. So for the rest of this quest, we need to go back, I believe, and turn this in, and I think there might be a second part to it. I'm not positive. Either way, we're going to run back and turn this in, back to Cassardis. Cassardis, not sure how to pronounce that. Oh yeah, that was a one-way drop.
Even know where to go but up.
Or maybe not a one-way drop. That wasn't too bad. I'm just going to run back. To heck with my pawns. They can follow me or not. I don't really care. And I'm all the way back. They can just do their thing. They'll magically teleport up here and join me when I leave the well. And we're going to find out if there's a second part to this quest or not. Maybe. There we go.
You've slain the monsters of the well, have you? Truly, you are a wonder, cousin. Now I think upon it, 'twas my hiding in the well what brought the danger to light. I take no credit, mind. I simply feared I'd be blamed for releasing monsters upon the village for having opened up the well. 'Tis a relief in all you're doing, cuz. Here, I owe you at least this much for all you. I shall strive to learn from your example.
I feel more familiar with
I've
this
learned what to
quest
do
now.
in this quest.
Okay, cool.
'Tis fortunate we stemmed the threat ere it reached the village.
Okay, so I guess that's all there was to it. With that, I think we're going to go ahead and come back here, and we're going to do the Thiefy quest, because that's a nighttime quest, and it looks like maybe it is turning to night, although I think if we talk to him, we'll automatically rest until nighttime. And I'm going to leave my... I'm going to save first, and I'm going to leave my lantern equipped. I don't know if that matters or not. We're going to find out.
Done with your preparations, good fisher? It's time. Then we wait. Our plan begins with night's fall. I shall go stand watch elsewhere. You head that way, good fisher.
So we're just looking for the thief.
'Tis time. I've faith in you, cousin. And why not? As arisen, petty thieves are a simple quarry, aye?
And do I have... I do, uninvited guest. I do have this quest active. So our pawns are guarding the entrance. He went upstairs. I don't really know where the thief is going to come from. Or if me having my lantern is going to scare the thief away or anything like that. He hits the inn here, and then the grocer and the other shop that's across the street from the grocer. Actually, I'm going to look and see what the quest says. Just give chase to the fleet-footed fiend, apprehend him before he can flee the village. And I believe my 3 pawns are just going to be standing guard, like just outside the village or something. I don't know if they're actually going to help with the chase or the quest at all. Or if they're just there to get them out of my way. Not sure. Also, what's this? More coins! 1,000 coins. Not bad. I have like no money now. I spent it all on upgrading all this equipment that Lucy and I have equipped right now. I don't really remember what to do here.
You damn ya!
Ah. There he is. So, I think we do actually need to apprehend him. Like, I think we need to bump into him and then catch him with the, like, the grab command.
Doggy bastard! Doggy!
I don't think that's actually going to help us much. Jump, don't... I would have caught up to him if, or gained some ground on him if my character hadn't done that little stagger. And now I think I lost him.
Doggy bastard!
I heard you somewhere. Ah, there he is, off in the distance there. When you're in town, I don't know if...
Bastard!
Oh, that was my chance. I don't know if I've mentioned this or if you've observed it, or if it's been pointed out at all, but you have infinite stamina for sprinting, so you can sprint through towns and cities infinitely. So you can see my stamina bar is not going down, but if I use an actual attack, my stamina bar will go down from the attack, although it will just recover very quickly. And you shouldn't be using attacks when you're in town anyway.
Bastard!
Oh, what? Where did he go? Did he go back? He did go back. Son of a gun! Okay, so I thought he was just going to follow that same pattern as before. So you can see there, when I do that, my stamina does go down, but when I start running again, running doesn't count towards my stamina in here.
The rat slipped away again.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Back to the start. We shall have him in time, cousin.
Okay, so my pawns are completely useless when I'm doing that quest. Well, this is going to be a fun one, everybody.
How did I find you?
Also, I want to check my inventory, because when we waste time... Yeah, I gotta make sure my meat doesn't go rotten. So I have a bunch of sour meat here. I'm gonna go sell that real quick, and then I guess we're gonna just try it again.
Oh. Well, I only wish I had more.
This will also free up a fair bit of my weight. Yeah, just shy of $10,000. That's not bad.
I only wish you're always welcome.
I did free up my weight, so my weight might also be a bit of a problem here, so maybe I should offload a bunch of stuff. Because you do move quicker when you have, when your weight's down. I'm going to do that. I'm going to offload a bunch of my beast steak and whatnot.
Do not let it.
Maybe?
I am eager to be rid of this thief for good and all, cuz. Will you lend me a... Please, cuz? What can I
Not
do?
now. Let me store some junk first. Now, if I can get below my my current heavy weight... Yeah, see, that gets me down to lightweight. That is, that's going to be pretty fantastic. And I don't necessarily need to carry a bunch of this junk around with me anyway. And snakeskins. I'll hang on to the snakeskin. I thought I saw an item that needed snakeskins to be upgraded. I don't know for
As
sure,
you
though.
will. What can I do you for? Take care now.
Alright, let's talk to him again. Let's take that quest.
I am eager. Ready.
Yes, I'll take the
Well,
quest. Yes, let's do it.
Done with your... I shall get...
Alright, I have massively reduced my encumbrance,
Why
so
not?
hopefully this will make a bit of a difference.
Unhand me!
And I caught him immediately. Oh boy.
Just as
How's your day,
planned.
fine?
That was a complete fluke.
It was fine work last night, good fisher. What's more, the rat you caught has a loose tongue. He spoke of the company he keeps. A band of thieves that style themselves the Iron Hammer. They've taken a stronghold in the south for their home. Seems they eat well on the goods they pinch from the merchants walking the nearby roads.
Interesting. Thieves in the south. I wonder if they have anything to do with the thieves in the south we're looking for, who stole Salamet's grimoire, which we need for another quest.
If you cause to head south, pray keep watch for their ilk.
So that's an interesting little tidbit of information there.
It certainly was a
Nope, talk to Billy.
Seems our thief is eager to mend his ways. Perhaps there's aught we may do to ensure it.
Yep, so that's an interesting little bit of dialogue there. We can actually talk to Pike and have some more interesting conversations with him, some quest-related things. So yeah, that's going to be good. Where are my tools? There we go. I'm going to put away my lantern because I don't need it anymore.
Why not avail yourself of the inn to rest on?
Let's see. I'm not sure if Lucy needs to gain another level or another couple of levels. Also, I am going to go back down into the well because we got all the way to the end of the well to where that what's it called? The door was, but we never actually like followed through that door to see where it led.
I hear running water from the right.
We do have a little bit more exploration that we can do here. Also, rotten egg. Not sure why I bothered to pick that up.
It is too far decayed to use.
The water below looks shallow enough to ford.
Let's see. Was that snake over here? Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to check my quests real quick. I know we're about out of time, but I want to see. I thought... snakeskin purse. That's one of the quests. I don't know that we're going to be able to do that. Also, how many more rabbits do I have left? Still a whole heck of a lot of rabbits. Giant bats, we're making progress. Only about 16 more. Okay, we don't have any quests to kill snakes, although I thought there was one. Still, giant bats. Not bad. No, I think we can just follow this water all the way back. Oops. I don't know that there are any items. Sheesh. I don't know that there are any items or anything along the side pathway here. This actually looks like there might be something. Let's equip Going the wrong way. Let's equip the lantern again, just so we can see what the heck's going on here. Oh, those bats are mildly irritating. Okay, this is the actual path that we were following before, so it looks like this is just a way up and down. Okay, yeah, so there's a chest over here that I completely walked by because I didn't have my lantern. Awesome. Just a little bit of money, no big deal. What do we have here? Some empty flasks. Let's break this crate open. Nothing else there.
What's this?
Okay. Yeah, we'll go back up. I do want to go over to that doorway, and we're just going to go over there, and we're going to head out that door and just kind of see where it leads. And then that's probably going to be it for this video. And I have no idea which way to go. Let's say it's this way? Maybe? Yes. This is the room that has more rats.
We'd best take care not to meet the same end.
Oh, and I think we're going to have to fight all these Saurians again.
If we're to proceed, we've no choice but to fight.
Maybe? Maybe not? Probably not? Looks like that's a no. I'm perfectly happy with that. I would rather just get out of here quickly. Ah, snakes again! I forgot about those.
I'll take that.
Ah, stupid freaking snakes. That wasn't too bad. Then there's going to be a room full of spiders up here. I do remember that one. Also, I'm all sorts of poisoned again. Oh no, it's going to be bandits this time. Which is okay, except I'm bleeding and wounded. So let's take one of those, and let's take one of those. I do like this helm splitter, or skull splitter I guess it's called now, attack. That attack does a lot of damage. It's pretty powerful. Ah, gold. Okay, let's keep going. This is the doorway out. Ugh. And this actually leads us to a fairly interesting location. I don't know that we can call it a shortcut. I mean, that's kind of a maze of a cave to get through. But, oh, and then I can put away that lantern. There's a pathway here on my left. This is the fork in the road. So if we head off in that direction, that'll take us to the capital Grand Sorin. That's the pathway that'll take us to Bloodwater Beach, I believe. Which means the encampment should just be right over here. Yeah. Yep. So there we go. I'm going to run into the encampment. Check to see if there's any quests on the quest board. We have been completing a few, so there might be a few new ones that pop up over here. It looks like there are. Defeat 10 hobgoblins. That's not going to be too bad, I don't think. Oh, and then now we get the kill snakes quest. I did remember there. Okay. Oh well, no big deal. Finally, the last piece of last thing on my agenda here. I want to see if there's any new skills, since Lucy did gain a single rank. Yeah, augments the power of magic attacks designed to knock down foes. So anything that's designed to knock over enemies, that's awesome. This is the one that I really, really wanted. Enables you to negotiate higher prices for items and equipment that you sell. So now everything that we sell, we get a slight increase to the amount of money that we make when we sell it. Also, limited skills with the Archstaff, just because she is a very low rank. So those skills should look pretty familiar to you. Those were kind of the same starting skills that the mage had, and the advanced versions are not going to be available to me. I can still use them, because I acquired them and equipped them as a mage. But like, let's say I did not acquire High Ingle, I would have to change back to a mage in order to buy High Ingle, the skill. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and equip that. Now we can sell stuff and make more money. And that was my main reason for doing all this stuff. So, yeah, thank you for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.